Right, this is part 4 of my How to Draw Viewpoint anime series. In this tutorial, I shall draw my character's other arm, the back arm. So, yes. I am quite surprised that the front arm video I just uploaded, that only took 13 minutes, so hopefully this will only take 13 minutes, but But I don't think it'll take any longer than 15 minutes, judging that the back arm's partially covered over anyway. However, this arm is going to be quite tricky to draw because the hand pose is actually going to be different, because as you can see from the front arm, you can see the crest. The positioning of the hand is going to be very different to the other hand. So yeah, hopefully this will be fun to actually draw the other hand. I'm just thinking, oh no, the fingers on the backhand is going to be quite tricky to draw, but there you go. Oh, and also here's another thing, I'm actually going to draw my character's sword in this video as well, so you'll actually see how I make up the sword anyway. So yeah, there's also that as well. I was thinking about making the sword be a separate video, but I thought, actually no, because the sword's only going to take about 7-8 minutes with it being time-lapsed, so I don't think there's really much point trying to showcase drawing a sword when it's going to be mostly going to be covered by ends, whole body practically. So so yeah. Oh no. I remember there's this YouTube story, right? And basically oh yeah, before I start the story, this was back in about year 2010, I believe, so it's about 10 years back. Well, 12 years back even. There's a character I really like from Street Fighter series called Chun. Yes, everyone knows who Chun is. Well, nearly everyone anyway. But yeah, basically there was this one stupid idiot, right? And I'm very sure they were a boy, right? And he kept going around saying, "Oh, I hate Chun-Li, she's so boring," right? And what he does is that, I kid you not, right? I was browsing Chun-Li themes because her music tends to be remixed quite a lot of times. And basically, he goes around replying to so many different people, usually copy and pasting comments saying, "I hate Chun-Li, she's so boring. I hate Chun-Li, she's so boring. I hate Chun-Li." It's this, and and it's where there's all these people who's responding to him saying, "Why are you here? Why do you keep going around saying how boring a fictional character is?" Oh, by the way, another thing about this hater is that when you go into his comment history, it's like 90% of his comments is just him hating on this one character. It's just so stupid. It's just it's just you just can't fathom, what kind of parents does he have? There's why don't they ever literally check his history and think, it's boy, why are you going around attacking people on the internet just for liking a character that you don't? Why don't you just do your homework or go to work or, have hobbies or something? It's the dude, right? He literally, like I said earlier, 90% of his comments are literally hating on Chun-Li. It's just why are you hating on a fictional character so much? With all that time he's wasting hating on a fictional character, he could be helping people out at his house or somewhere else. Because in what's more important, real people or fictional characters? Because if you think fictional characters are more important than real people, there's something seriously wrong with your brain. Because I get that I've got fictional characters, and official companies come up with most fictional characters anyway. It's just but we don't go around saying, "Like this character, you have to like him, and waste all our time doing that. That's not what we do. The problem with this dumb boy is that he's just going around wasting 1 hour a day, going around attacking people just for liking a character, and he doesn't. And so what if thousands of people like Chun-Li? What's that really got to do with him? He's not even saying which characters he actually likes. But anyway, it's where the funniest thing about this boy is that I was searching quite recently for him just to see where he is, and he's not even on YouTube anymore. I think he deleted his own account. I literally think he's actually deleted his own account, and that's a good thing. But the problem is that he might come back with a new account. That's what the problem is. Because there was this other guy a long time ago, I think it was back in 2009 or something, and it's where there's this guy who really hates Mario, right? I'll be honest, I do like Mario, but at one point I did think, Mario games are not that good. Because I had a preference with Mario games and other games. I still like Mario games. I think out of 10, they're about 8 out of 10. But I just prefer other games more than Mario. So basically, I do think that Mario series are only a little bit overrated. Only a little bit overrated, though. Only a little bit. But it's where... it's like there's this guy who just really hates Mario to bits, and he just goes around saying how much he hates Super Mario 64 in particular. I don't know why Super Mario 64 and not the other Mario games, but basically he just seems to just hate on the character so much, right? And even when you ban him and such, he comes back with a new account over and over and over again. I remember like making this mini rant against someone else, but it wasn't in a FaceTime video or anything. It's where there was this other person that kept going around having 40 accounts and kept going around attacking people all the time and kept saying how great their favourite game series is. It's like, oh, come on, you can't be signing in and out of 40 accounts and actually be attacking people and disliking videos on purpose with 40 different accounts. That's just stupid. But, it's like, I swear these haters of Mario or Chun or whoever just has too much time on their hands. And it's where I tune into quite a few voice actors, right? And it's where one of my voice acting friends had this really stupid idiot who kept stalking her, right? And he kept attacking her, saying, oh, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. It's like, look, we get it. You hate this person. Go away. Type thing. It's just like, I did tell this person, the friend, don't worry, I did tell this person, why don't you just go and beat the living S out of them and like punch and kick them to like, KO. Obviously not kill them, but like, But she told me, no, I don't think violence is the answer. So, it's just like, I think some people just don't like being violent, but it's just like, it's like these haters just need to just like get a life. It's like, stop wasting hours of your life attacking people because they like something that you don't. It's like, guess what? I'll tell you an unpopular opinion. There's this Fire Emblem character called Tharja, right? I don't even like her. I don't even like Tharja. I'm not gonna go around spending 10 minutes a day going around attacking people who actually likes her. I'll tell you why I don't like Tharja, right? She's very abusive towards loads of other characters, right? Especially towards her own daughter, right? And yet, fanboys and fangirls, yes, there's girls as well who loves her to bits. And it's like, so she gets loved to bits for being abusive, but yet Lightning from Final Fantasy 13 gets hated for doing the same thing. It's like, that doesn't even make sense. It's like, so one character is allowed to be abusive, but another character is allowed to do the same thing. I don't understand what's going on. It's the same thing with real people. If you have two people turn around being abusive, you're supposed to hate both of them, not like one of them for doing the same thing the other person does. It's just really stupid. By the way, I've actually come across about 10 people who also hate Tharja anyway, so, I will say one thing about Tharja. She actually comes back as another character called Rhajat, which is basically an anagram for Tharja, and it's where when Rhajat's there, it's where she's way, way, way better. She's nowhere near as abusive as her first version. But there you go. Now then. You'll probably notice, oh, you're actually colouring different parts of the sword handle in different shades of green. Yes, I've actually done that before, but the only thing is though, is that you're not going to be able to see all that much of the sword anyway. Now you're probably going to be thinking, well, why are you colouring it in if you can't actually see it? It's because I might actually make En's arms move a little bit here, because when people breathe in reality, you tend to move your arms a little bit, so you might actually be able to see more of the sword anyway. But yeah. You will also notice that I've been hand typing in the hexadecimal codes. It does look a little bit confusing, but don't worry, you can actually still pick your own colours however you like. There's lots of different ways to make colours. I just find it's easier to put in hexadecimal codes so that I actually know exactly which shades of green and blue I want to use, so yeah. What you can actually do is go into a previous character drawing you've made in the past and just use the eyedropper tool and just pick the colours from there. It does save a lot of time, just that I wanted to do it without doing it that way, so I want to show how to actually do it like the long way around basically. I was actually going to draw the triangle button that's supposed to be on the handle of the Ximena blade, but then I realised actually you wouldn't be able to see it from this side, you're supposed to see it from the back view, so in other words on the opposite side of this sword. Alrighty! We are nearly done with my avatar character. I didn't mention, back in episode 1 of my Viewpoint Art series. Oh yeah, make sure the eyes are drawn correctly to ensure eye blink was going to look alright later on. And yes, I did rewatch that one just to be sure if I said anything wrong. Surprisingly enough, I never said if I was going to make a tutorial episode showcasing how to make eye blink cycle. How about this? If you lovely subscribers want me to make a continuation of this and make episode 7, where I will walk through how to make an eye blink on this character, then I would like to have 5 likes on this video. It is achievable because I got more than 5 likes on some of my videos in the past. Plus, having 5 likes shows you want more from me, and it's free to take a like. I'll even post this as a comment just in case you didn't watch up to this point. But if it takes too long to reach 5 likes, then this will be the last art tutorial for a long time. So I'll give about 1 month from the point of this upload. Sounds good, yes? I was also thinking about making a background drawing tutorial as well, but I think we should do tasks one at a time rather than jumping between different tasks, otherwise I'll end up with unfinished projects. Anyway, I'm surprised that quite a lot of people actually like that Midnight Fantasia song that I sang a while ago. It's an original song anyway, but I have to give massive credit to Mr. Yofanadian for coming up with the instruments to that song. And it's where there's a male version and a female version of that song, and it's where I did the male version, whereas I got an online friend called Tharja to do the female version. And so I'll be honest, she did a way better job than I did. And it's where I asked a few offline people, which version do you like more, the male version or the female version of Midnight Fantasia? And it's where, surprisingly enough, a bunch of people actually liked my one more. I don't know why, even though I feel like the female version's actually better. Anyway, I'll put a link at the end of this video as a thumbnail to both versions, and you can actually have a listen at both of them, and then you can make your own judgment which version you like more. But anyway, I think that'll do. Thank you for watching the video. If you want to actually show your support, you may take like, share, or subscribe to my channel. You can even do all 3 of them if you want to. So yeah, and with that, I'll end off the video. So thank you for watching.